Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed chapter 1. It was in 2 parts, so the first video and the second video were all of chapter 1. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder who the people are who've come into the Contessa's house. If you know, don't tell me, don't spoil it, because I don't know, I'm reading this with you. Chapter 2, part 1. What should he do? Things like this just didn't happen in the Contessa's house. Tell the family, they'd know what to do. Varjak rushed down the corridor. He could feel 2 pairs of identical black eyes watching him, but the cats didn't follow. They stayed by the stairs, guarding the way up. Fear and confusion scorched through Varjak's veins as he turned the corner and raced to the kitchen, fast as he could go, faster still. Who were those cats? Who were the men? And what did they want? He skidded to a halt by the kitchen, hesitated by the doorway because everything seemed so normal. The whole family was in there. They were eating supper, munching and crunching the rose china bowls, neat and regular, bowls of food, bowls of water, and round white saucers full of cream milk. He felt like a stranger watching from a distance. They looked so grand with their perfectly groomed silver blue fur, their green eyes, their tidy little collars around their necks. "So you're ready to behave like a proper blue?" said Father. "Very good. Look at them all neatly lined up." "Have you washed your paws?" said Mother. "There are cats!" shouted Varjak. "There are black cats in the house, and they—" "Varjak," said Mother. "They came with a man." "Varjak," said Father. "He's gone up to the Contessa's room." There was silence in the kitchen. The munching and crunching stopped. They all watched him, one great green accusing eye. "I just don't understand him," muttered Father. "Why can't he be like everyone else?" "You haven't washed your paws, have you, sweetheart?" said Mother, and she came over and started scrubbing. Varjak bit his tongue. No one believed a word that he said. It wasn't fair. In the middle of his family, he felt friendless and alone. "Come and eat with us, Varjak," said his cousin Jasmine. "The food's ever so nice." Jasmine's voice was cool and smooth, like milk in the morning. "I don't want to eat," he tried to explain. "There are black cats in the house." "Oh, who cares what that little insect does?" said Julius. "I'll have Varjak's food. You have to eat to build your muscles." Julius puffed himself up and tucked into Varjak's bowl. Jasmine looked impressed. "You hear that, Varjak?" said Father proudly. "Julius is a proper Mesopotamian blue." Varjak bristled. Julius might be the family hero, but Varjak knew something no one else did, something important. How could he make them believe him? "On Jalal's name, I swear it's true," he insisted. "The cats guarding the stairs right now. I looked into their eyes." He shivered at the memory. "Enough!" yelled Father. "That is enough of these tales." He spat out the word tales with a particular disgust. "Oh, but some tales are true," said the elder Paw quietly. "Why don't you just show us, Varjak? Take us to the cats." Father scowled at the elder Paw, but kept quiet. The head of the family always had the final say. Varjak's grandfather was getting old, and his fine fur was almost all silver, and he seldom spoke up these days, but everybody listened when he did. Stomach knotted with nerves, Varjak led them down the corridor. He turned the corner into the hallway just in time to glimpse the blur of movement by the front door. The first man was holding it open for the others, and they were carrying something away. Down by their shoes, 2 black tails swished out of the house. The man shut the door as the rest of Varjak's family entered the hallway. They hadn't seen the others or the cats. All they could see was the man. "Why, it's a gentleman," said Mother. "I remember when we were kittens, and Aunt Junie, they were there. There were ladies and gentlemen here every day. The Contessa always had visitors." They looked up the stairs. The Contessa's door was wide open. There was no one in her room. It was empty. Surprise rippled around the family. Not knowing what to expect or to think, they peered up at the gentleman, all except the elder Paw, who seemed thoughtful, as if he was trying to remember something. The gentleman pointed up to the Contessa's room and said something in his voice like thunder, high above their heads, and then he crouched down, bringing himself closer to their level. His wet pink lips smiled at each of them in turn. Varjak glanced nervously from the front door. The black cats hadn't come back. He hoped they wouldn't, and with a flourish the gentleman brought something out of his pocket. He held out in his waxy white hand and murmured to the family. Curious, they edged a little closer to see what it was. A toy mouse. Small, grey, furry. It was perfect in every way, so precisely detailed it could almost be alive. The gentleman placed it on the floor in front of them. Varjak sniffed the mouse. It even smelled real. A tingle of wonder ran through him. He always wanted to hunt a mouse. Let me see that, said Father. He examined the toy. Amazing, he purred, and he battered it across to Julius. Julius flipped it stylishly through the air, all the way to Jethro, Jerome, and Jay. They giggled. Varjak wondered if he'd get it back. Probably not. I wonder what the men are doing. I wonder what their business is. I wonder where the contest has gone.